Welcome to Backyard Plinking. My name is Charles. And been a little bit. Finally got a couple of days off. Hope they're peaceful. Of course, I guess they could be. You know, ironically enough, after the past couple of weeks and being pulled here and pulled there, and I think I finally found a dead spot for my cell phone. Happens to be right there on the couch in front of the TV. Anyway, today, UMAREX, the BRODAX. Now, I actually had one of these, well, I'll get into that. Anyway, you can find these on the shelf. If you look around, they just started kind of showing up a little bit here and there. You might have to look. This one I actually found in a kit. It comes with, obviously, the CO2 BB only. It has 3 rotary magazines that come with it. I think it's about 100 BBs or something like that in here. I think they said 2 CO2 cartridges for $40. Hard to beat. Whew. Man. I don't know where y'all are, but it's been a little warm down here in Florida. Of course, that reminds me, many years ago, my grandmother, all-knowing, all-wise person. Man, it was so hot up there in Arkansas one year. You can get a sunburn in the shade. I mean, the fish in the creek were sweating. Where I was at in Arkansas was about this far away from the edge of the sun. I'm telling you. Somebody asked her how she was handling it. She said, well, I can tolerate it for another week or so. She said, won't be long, it'll be over. She said, the thing is, there's a lot of people out there in the world, if they don't change their ways, after they're dead and gone, it's going to be hot like this all the time. Remember that. So, does it have a safety right here, which is a hammer lock. The Catani on top, one on the bottom. You will need to put a little bit of white paint on the front sight because it just kind of disappears. Now this one's new, so this thing is still pretty stiff. The one I had before, I loaned to a guy. 4 or 5 kids or something like that. He needed a little strap for cash, but he needed, wanted something to do with him in the backyard, so I told him to get a. Never mind. Anyhow, so I loaned it to him, and they used it for a little while, and then all of a sudden they moved to Colorado and took the gun with him. You know who you are. If you ever run across this video, you back this thing up and you watch the first part again. Little piece right here at the bottom where the side grip comes off. You can see right there, that's where the tension bolt is for the CO2. Has a tool made right into the side of it. Yes, I've already put a little bit of pellet gun oil in here. I always forget to tell you guys that. Make sure you put a little, the pellet gun oil, that you can find it anywhere. It's cheap. That or Balistol or something like that. Just a little drop around the seal. Preferably on top of the CO2 cartridge before you put it in. Make your seals last a whole lot longer. So let's get this thing in here. Alright. Yep, ready to go. So, like I said, this little pull pin, you pull this thing all the way out. Magazines, the BBs only get loaded on one side. That's the only side you can put them in. See, the other side has the sprocket on it, which is a rotational part. So it only fits one way. Then pull that down, the rod goes back. Now it's got the magazine in place. Let's see how it shoots. 10 shots each. Yeah, I lost count. But true to UMAREX, it hits where you aim it. So if you miss your aim, you miss the target. Yeah, I'm still working on that. I had to use a little persuasion to get it over there. It's fine, trust me. But this BRODAX was actually based off of the 44 Super Magnum. Now I can tell you for sure this thing is a quarter of the weight of the real thing. And you wouldn't want to shoot 10 rounds in repetition through one of those on purpose. I mean, if you had to, it'd be different, but... Alright, so we did single action. Let's try the double action part. Double action works fine. So either you can pull the hammer back and fire, or just keep squeezing the trigger. Now while I got the magazine out, one of my biggest pet peeves with stuff is if you cock the hammer, can you let the hammer down without it discharging? Yes, I like that. Remember, whether it's air guns or modern firearms, no such thing as an accidental discharge. Negligent discharge, yes. At 375 feet per second, so they advertise. It will do a little bit of damage. Very cool. BRODAX. UMAREX. Cool. Until next time, my name is Charles. Been Backyard Plinking.